G'day, it's Shane here and welcome to my home bar. But more importantly, thank you for helping me bring Maclaren Vale wines to the world. Today, not a Maclaren Vale wine. Today, a little bit of something about a different initiative regarding marketing. Yes, and it is marketing, alright? And I have here what's called this arrangement called Cellar key. I don't know if, I'm assuming you can see that. Cellar key is an initiative where you can use a QR code on your iPhone or Android phone and then get you information about whatever it is pretty much straight away. In fact, I've created a QR code for my websites just for something a little bit different. Now, I've actually get my iPhone here, call up my QR code reader. It's going to use the phone option here to see what's there. Right, it's seen it. Now it's loading something. It's loading straight to a website, funnily enough. And it's a website about the St. Helots Faith Shiraz. Don't know if you can see that, but we'll give it a go anyway. And lo and behold, this is a St. Helots Faith Shiraz. Now I'm not going to go into the rest of that, but there is a whole heap of information there. Now, yes, it's a marketing thing. Yes, one of my readers of the Lonely Blog Grape have got back to me and said that Cellar Key is actually owned by the same people that own this particular winery and the other wineries that are featured in this. But I actually like the idea. It's just something a little bit different. You could walk into a shop, click on that, and away you go. Yes, it's a marketing play. Yes, it goes to a separate website associated with Cellar Key. But imagine if you had it set up that it went to your website. So you organise this on a bottle, right? It goes to your website regarding your information, and people can just walk in a store, go click with their phone and find out about it to your website. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be interesting to be able to do that? Go into a store, know nothing about wine, and want to know a little bit more about where that wine's come from. Just click on that and away you go. I think it's quite interesting, potentially the way of the future. Now, while I'm here, yes, it's the St. Helots Barossa Faith Shiraz 2008. Why don't we just taste it? Now, this wine's been open a couple of days. We've just had the screw cap back on it just to see how the wine will perform. And straight up here, getting dark fruit. Now I know you can't smell sweetness, and I know that straight away, but I do get a sense of some sweet fruit on here. But dark fruits. Dark plum, dark cherry. Definite white pepper. Now I'm trying to funky this up as much as I can. I'm not getting oak on the nose. Right, what I am noticing though is the aromas are starting to dumb down a little bit after the original pouring. That might be because it's been open a couple of days. Now, first up, open a couple of days, cap on, no issues with that at all. No issues with it all. Right, the wine, I'd call it a relatively simple wine, true to variety. It's got your plum characters, it's got the dark fruit, a little bit stewy, just slightly a little bit stewy, which may be an indication of the 2008 vintage being so hot. Really good acid on the finish, and light amount of oak, or light amount of tannins. My phone, hang on, I won't answer that. Sorry about that. Now the tannins are there. There is a tannin structure, Definitely getting the tannin structure around the outside of the tongue, but it's not aggressive at all. Now again, a function maybe of being open a couple of days, but it's not aggressive at all. I would see this as a stock standard wine. Definitely Barossa. You get that dark character coming through, very different to what are the Shiraz. The mid palate's definitely different. Okay, but I'd call this somewhat a. This is not a hugely complex wine, right? I'm not sure of the price point for this wine, but I don't believe it's a huge price for this wine. It'll be below $20 a bottle, and I'm sure from some of the big guys it'll be closer to 15. And it's my wife calling. Anyway, this is nearly finished. So, but enjoyable. Okay, I've said it's not too multi-dimensional, but it is enjoyable. Okay, your Sunday afternoon with a group of friends at a barbecue, bring this wine. Okay, a nice spaghetti bolognese or a lasagna, bring this wine. Okay, not too over the top, but in those cases, be well worth the trouble. Look, that's all we have time for Owner Grape TV at the moment. Thank you very much, and if you hadn't guessed, I'd better call my wife. See you next time.